What's up, everyone? This is going to be episode 2 for these raw talks where you can just truly understand me as a human, man to man to whoever's on the other side of the screen. I don't know who's watching, but I'm going to be real with you, man, because like I said in the last one, how this world is going, especially the social media fitness industry, a lot of it's built off of lies and just bullshit, ways to get views, ways to get likes, to make as much money as possible, spreading misled information. What I want to differ from the rest of these influencers or coaches is I want to give you real fucking truth. The stuff that actually goes on, that goes unnoticed because it's not attractive to see what actually goes on behind everyone's mindset. You know, as a coach, it's hard. It's not easy stuff to go through. And I want to really explain to you guys about how you have to let everything mature. You know, you're going to go through stuff, and at first, you're going to feel good. You might have something ripped away from you that you loved. But you have to let stuff accumulate. Give it a lot of time and thinking behind your actions and these problems that you're going to go through. As a coach, I want to lead by example to all my clients and just as many people as I possibly can. And when shit hits the fan, you got to learn to just be controlled. Let shit take its own path. You know, I'm a very religious person. I openly talk about my relationship with God, to YouTube, to TikTok, to Instagram, to my friends, my family, because it is something that matters to me. And it helps you go through the problems like that I'm going to talk about. Things are always going to happen for a reason. And a great way to look at these is, it doesn't matter what you do, God will always work in a mysterious way that I'm not going to understand. You're not going to understand. Things are going to happen that you necessarily don't like, but trusting God's process, and in the end, you will understand why this happened. Now, I've gone through a lot of stuff with my knee surgeries, with my favorite thing in the world when I was growing up was playing football. I wanted to be in the NFL. I wanted to play college football. Now, all of this stemmed from, I wanted to feel a sense of, not authority, but I wanted to be respected by people. I want people to look at me and be like, wow, this kid put in the hard work. He put in all this effort and he made it D1. I wanted that spotlight as a kid growing up. And that is my entire reason why I wanted to make it in such a successful way, so people can look to me and be inspired. Now, throughout high school, I went through a couple knee surgeries, and that lifestyle, that career for me ended right then and there. That's not something I wanted to do, but in the moment, I was just devastated. Shit hit the fan. I couldn't walk. I lost all my leg muscle. My upper body got bigger, which is good. But I faced a lot of consequences through that injury. It just totally threw off my entire direction of life. I thought I was going to make a D1. I had some coaches talking to me. Not many, but a couple. I was almost there. And it just got ripped away from me. Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because God did that for a reason. He took that away from me because he knew it's not the path I was meant to go down. I was so passionate about football. I was passionate about the gym at that time, and going through a surgery, I couldn't really work out to the extent I wanted to. I still made it work, but it wasn't there. Now, I believe that this was meant to be. I was not meant to play football at the next level. But what did happen from this injury was I learned about my mind, how I can win against myself and break the cycle of losing, doing things. I matured a lot quicker from this injury. And I would say if I had to go through this problem, I had to go through that part of adversity in my life, I would never be here talking to you guys right now. Things are always going to happen, and like me, I didn't understand why this was happening. I was, God, please, why is this happening to me? I don't understand why me, out of all people, I'm dealing with this. And now just the backstory on my surgery, it was pretty bad. I couldn't walk for 4 or 5 months at a time. And I knew I was saying, like, Mom, like, I can't go through this again because it just sucked so bad. It was just such an awful time in my life. And getting ready for my senior year, about 6 or 7 months into recovery, I had to get the same procedure again. The same thing I just went through twice. I did it again. This devastating surgery that just totally lost me off track. Now, in that moment, I thought, what did I possibly do to receive this? I'm a good person. I do good things. But I'm so happy now. I'm so blessed that I was able to go through that because God knew I would push through. I can push through, and I am strong enough to deal with that shit. If you're not ready, it won't happen to you. Things only happen to people to build you a lesson. I wanted God to make me stronger, and He threw an adversity in my path that forced me to grow and understand and push myself. You know, if I didn't learn this at such a young age, that you need to just keep going. Life happens. If I didn't learn that at that age, I can go through something traumatic now and it could ruin everything. I wouldn't know how to react, but since I went through something so severe and so shitty to me that was so, I wanted so bad and I lost it, I learned how to get through, keep pushing, deal with the pain, keep going when I'm tired, pushing through the pain, going in these appointments, things I didn't want to do, I dealt with. And that really shaped me into maturing a lot earlier, doing things that only make you better, bigger, going in the farther step, pushing myself, dealing with a lot of controversy with what people said to me. Another good step is you need to understand people are out there to strictly make fun of you to feel better about themselves. Nobody that is doing better than you, that is in a great state of mind, will make fun of someone. All anger and hate comes from down below. The loudest boos at a stadium will always come from the cheapest seats. They're there strictly because they're jealous of what you are doing. They're jealous that they can't be what you're doing. Hate is always good. Nobody will make it in this world without a lot of hate. So when you're getting made fun of, use that to motivate you, not to pull you down. I used all the shit I got from people. From when I started my fitness account, I was still really struggling with my legs. And at first I took it all to heart. Maybe I'm gonna stop posting, I'm gonna cover my legs up. I'm gonna wear pants all the time. But you just need to embrace it, man. Those people that hated on me are the reason why I am in this situation now. I took that hate, I took the pain of the bullshit I heard for months on end, and I used that to fuel my workouts even though I was tired, even though I was sick, even though I didn't want to do this. I used all of that to make the man I am today. You need to use adversity, your problems, the shit you go through, your surgeries. If someone breaks up with you, a family member, God forbid, passes away, use a traumatic experience to better yourself. That is the number one thing you got to do. When you are put in a shitty situation, there are two options you can do. You can let this shitty situation totally destroy your life. You can go off. You can stop taking care of yourself. You can get fat. You can get depressed. You can let it do what it's meant to do and tear you down. Or you can look at every single problem, every single situation as a way, wow, this happened to me, I don't know why. But there's a lesson to be learned on why this happened. And with the solution I come up with on how to get better, it is a way where I can consume ways to change myself. I went through knee surgery. I don't know why. Something happened and there was a reason why. I'm not sure what that reason was, but the lessons, the solutions, the mindset, the gratitude, the resilience, the grit I had that I learned through that surgery, I can use that and apply it to everything else I'm going through. I look at every single problem that I face as a way to grow. There are times where I want to fail now. I want to fail as much as humanly possible. Do something new, fail. Try it again, fail again. Keep going until I learn. Failure is the greatest way to learn what you are doing wrong. You are supposed to fail. You can't have a fear of failing when failure is the only way to grow. That's what I don't understand with people. I want to fail now, so later down the line, I don't. I learned how to conquer my mistakes. That is the number one thing. Do not be scared of failing when failing is the best way to grow. You want to learn from your mistakes. You don't want someone to just give you everything. You want to learn how to correct yourself, get better, apply it, and do it again. And this time you're not going to fail because you've learned. I am so blessed now that I look back at the situation I went through. A good point to always think about in your head is the pain you are currently feeling is only going to be temporary. Whether you just push yourself on Stairmaster, treadmill, you're going for a run, you're doing an impossible challenge, the pain will be temporary. A couple minutes you're winded and then you're fine? A couple seconds you're tired? Whatever it is, man. You might be tired for a little bit. You might be sore. It might burn. But the regret you would live for the rest of your life is forever. You might be on your deathbed just wishing you tried a little bit more at a college championship, making it pro. You wish you tried a little bit more on your dreams and your aspirations. And there's no better way to build up your discipline, your consistency, than working on yourself at a gym, working on your diet, working on your personal development through reading books, watching podcasts, listening to them, writing notes, taking it down. You need to understand, coming to the gym is not just a way to work out. It is a way where I can build my foundation of any opportunity I want to try. I come to the gym because it's the first step to becoming successful. The gym is where you build your consistency, your discipline, your hard work ethic, your grit to never give up. You build that all at the gym, and that is the first step. And now you can build off of this. Now that I've learned how to stay consistent, show up every single day, regardless how I feel. I'm disciplined. I don't miss a day. I work hard. I come in here and I work my ass off. Now, since you learn how to build that first step, you can apply in any path you want to go. You want to build a business. Well, since I know consistency, discipline, and hard work, I can do that. I can apply what I've learned at the gym and apply it to my business. I want to build a relationship with God. I can do that too. I can consistently read my Bible. I have the discipline to read it every single night before I go to bed. I'm going to work hard at getting closer to God. I'm going to show up to church. I'm going to read my Bible every day. I'm going to try and apply the lessons I've learned in my Bible to my life. You can use the building blocks of the gym in any way or form. That is why the gym is so special for me, for a lot of people that show up. It's not just a place to get big and look big, feel good, maybe get your anger out. It is a place to learn and build off of. Why do you think most guys that go to gyms, the biggest guy, the strongest guy, the guy with abs, drives a nice car? Because he learned how to use the gym as a resource to building other resources. You can use this, dude, it's a life hack. Just use the gym to grow. It's literally, I don't know. It's the only place you could come to learn real traits, real skills that you can apply to any life. And not even that, the people you can meet in these gyms, brilliant. I've met so many business owners that left me jaw-dropping on just so much information that I learned from coming to a place where people work hard. It's ridiculous how much stuff I've learned about religion, about business, about working out, dieting, new ways to diet. I got my sponsorship for my meal preps every single week from talking to the owner at the gym. I didn't know he owned a meal prep company till he told me. But I met that opportunity at the gym. That only grew me closer to my nutrition, working on myself, how I can help my clients. But it also brought me closer to God, because there is always going to be an opportunity in this world at this place I'm in. And I pray, God, let me understand that there's an opportunity in here today. There is someone I need to talk to, someone that needs to see me. And just give me that chance to give him a conversation. Let me compliment the guy, the woman, whoever it is in this place. Let me see that there's an opportunity in front of me. I just want to have that chance to say hello, introduce myself, shake their hand, and possibly snowball that conversation that leads to my opportunity. I don't want anything handed to me. I just want the chance to give my shot, to use what I've learned over the years and produce it into something else. That's the difference between me and, I would say, average people. I'm looking for my opportunity. I don't want handouts. I don't want shit given to me. I want to do it myself. So look, there's a lot of ways I can just ramble about God and how it's gave me so much insight on my life. And recently, how once you understand how things work with religion, you got to trust the Lord, because God knows a path for me that I don't know any better. My mom doesn't know the path better. God has a path planned out for me. It might be over a few mountains, through a few lows in my life, but that path is the only path I need to follow to success. The success that God knows I can do, knows I can produce. Trust God, because He has a vision for you greater than you can ever imagine. Now, I want to just spread Christianity to as many people as I possibly can. My insights on the gym, the life I'm living, so you guys can use my mistakes and my problems as a way to learn and get as much value out of this as you possibly can. We are going to be real, we're going to be raw, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. So if this was a video that gave you a little bit of insights, even on religion, on how you can just better yourself and start your step into building a relationship, that's all I'm asking for, guys. I also want something. Leave your favorite Bible verse down in the comments. I want to read over them, see what you guys resonate with, and see if I can too, and see if I can build a relationship with you guys to where we can share Bible verses with each other, because that's awesome. That's what motivates me to get better every single day. And remember, 1% every single day is a lot over a year, and you're going to really change your life. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but you're going to completely change your life. So look, for those who are looking just to better themselves, you're looking for a clear space in your mindset, a way where you can push yourself to the max physical limit you want. You want to achieve a dream physique. You want to get your abs for the first time. You want to bench 315 pounds. You just want to get in shape. As a fitness coach, I can provide that all for you guys. And if you want to take that opportunity, I'm going to put down in the description a calendar link to my personal calendar where you can book a one-on-one call, fill out the questionnaire, and see if you qualify to working with me. All you guys out there, I really appreciate if you leave a like, you leave a comment on your favorite Bible verse, and if you really like me that much, you can subscribe. I want to make an army of guys that want to get better, that choose God over everything, and are willing to put the hard work in. So guys, thank you again for watching this video. I know it took 20 minutes out of your life, but you're going to learn something through my excuses, my mistakes, my problems, my solutions that I've learned, and apply it to yours. Everybody, have a blessed day. Get your work in and get 1% better.